Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. First down, Vic. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now running right through it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Vic now, and a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Vic. Flush to his right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Here we go now. Green 90.
They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. One final try from Mahomes. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock, And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL.
And the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this spin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Manning. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a break. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Manning now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Manning now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Michael Vick and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams, they've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Vic. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Manning. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but...
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime. But for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. first and 10. Here's Vick. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football.
They'll give to Williams, running right. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they...
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando.
Here are the Chargers now as they get set to go on 1st and 10. Vic operating on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Vic once more, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Given 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Throwing, Vic. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
Vic to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Michael Vick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And now out come the Steelers. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 40 yards. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Vick. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it with Bell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So out come the Chargers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, L.A. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Vick on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back to throw. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Wilson to throw. It's complete to Jerron Brown. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And yes, Janikowski got it. Sebastian Janikowski does it again. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now look at him go. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Ricky Williams 76 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Shedding the tackle. Sheds another. Continuing to fight for more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
trusted
his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They got his man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. To throw again is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game.
White 20!
A first down carry for Barkley. And now running right through. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who... The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10.
Right 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's a giant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
White 20!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. A first down throw coming for Vic. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Oh, good move by T.Y. Hilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action, Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes there's lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook. They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ricky Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the ground, this is Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ricky Williams, 43 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Vick to throw. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Manning. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw is Manning. His throw incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Manning to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Again, they'll throw with Manning. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in...
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. throw with Brady. Left side, caught by Matthews. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deion Sanders, 66 yards. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Brady to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They begin the drive with Williams. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ricky Williams, 63 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Champ Bailey. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returnable for Dorsett. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So the Patriots coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Returnable for Dorsett. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visitors.
The Texans offense ready for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ricky Williams, 33 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Williams. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now Williams running left. He's to the 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 23-yard run, and the Texans will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. And now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on.